everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Jaguars coming in at 2-13, going up against the Colts, who come in at 11-4. So for the call of this week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective get. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now Luck. That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll go with a ground attack here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
He's going to float this, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is, if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
And we get a peek at the defensive starters, and it's a unit that really needs to do better than they did last week.
So I would expect them to come out with a lot more emotion this week, flying around, trying to establish a new tone, because last week, they didn't feel good about it all.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off of play action, Luck. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now the point after try for Santos. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a third and about 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start. Offense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Locke. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. It's a pickup of 19. And the Colts are going to have a first. At the end of 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool him with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third and long. It's Locke. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. This offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will make this. Field goal from here is 60+, so the offense stays out there. They're going on fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. Just inside of 2 minutes for this offense. Second quarter. They've got the football, but on their own side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now Locke. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella. They're going to look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away. A long field ahead of this offense. They'll have to be efficient here with their time late in the second quarter. From his goal line here, Locke. And Locke is going to run out of time and out of luck as well. It's a safety. Potential trouble looming for this defense. They'll need to stiffen here as they face a 1st and goal on their 7-yard line. He'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty.
And you notice how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guy... Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off of play action. Luck. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. This offense has made its way into the red zone as they're set up with a 1st and 10 just inside the 20. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, Luck. His throw caught right around the 6. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
His pass caught at the 4. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Luck throwing again. That's caught at the 1. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Luck. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Their big tight end with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head.
Defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. See if they can get that stop they need. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get... Gun now on third down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing I can...
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. The defense, they got... The margin is 7. The defense needs a stop, and they need one quickly to get the ball back to their offense. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 3rd. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Luck. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Time winding down. This is going to be a huge drive. Let's see what the offense can do back out onto the field. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, it's Luck. And he's got his man on the out route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Back to throw, Luck. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing his Luck. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway. The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back,
This defense now desperate to protect their three-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory. So the picture becoming pretty clear here. The defense just looking for a stop because a touchdown, and they would trail on the scoreboard. They're hoping to preserve this slim 1-score lead. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
He's back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their big time. Things getting interesting now. They begin this drive with still 2 timeouts in their back pocket as they try to muster their way into field goal range. Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Luck now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback. And so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Luck. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key, because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Jaguars, it'll end here on a slightly positive note with a victory, but there weren't many other positives in a season that saw them finish 3-13. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.